before, and I'm definitely going to say it again. Here on Who Am I, Her Story, we are here to celebrate women through their struggle, their achievements, as well as their accomplishments. So it's quite a big honor for me today to be at the house of pediatrician Dr. Shereez Simmons, who was born and bred in Bloemfontein and also went on to study at the University of Free State, where she also later on went on to specialize in pediatrics. So step right along with me and let's see what is her story, how she is treating as well as healing children during COVID-19. As I said outside, I completely believe every woman has a superpower, and that is specifically just being a woman. But with this lady right next to me, it definitely is the fact that she's a doctor, but not just any doctor. She is a pediatrician, which means she takes extra special care of our children. Hoe gaan het, doctor?
Good, and self?
I'm well. Thank you so much. My first question, getting right into it, please tell us more about yourself. You are a female force to be reckoned with. You are.
Yeah, well, I'm Shereez Simmons. I'm actually born and bred in Bloemfontein. My parents are also local. I went to school here, matriculated here, and then I decided to go study medicine. Then I went away from Bloemfontein for a little while, and then I came back and I fell in love with pediatrics, and then I decided to go and further my studies to become a pediatrician.
What is your take on the recent homemade remedies that we have, specifically the ginger one? Do you believe that it can actually help contain COVID-19?
Look, yeah, I think that there isn't enough evidence for us to say that all these homemade remedies will actually prevent you from getting COVID-19. But I think the homemade remedies, it helps you to probably, most of them is to boost your immune system so that you don't get sick. So it isn't so much if I drink ginger and if I drink vitamin C, I'm not going to get COVID-19, but it's just to boost your immune system and just to try and keep you a little bit healthier for longer.
I would personally like to know what inspired you, like what is your driving force for you to actually have studied pediatrics?
Well, I decided in my community service here, really, that I would like to specialize in pediatrics. One of the big things is that I feel that all children are innocent. So, so with adults, you can sometimes get upset. Oh, why didn't you take your medication? Why didn't you come to the hospital knowing that you're sick? But with kids, it's a whole different story. Kids are also very forgiving. So one day you might be hurting them because you need to give them an injection, and then the next day they would have forgotten all about it as soon as they are better.
And how has your experience been so far? How long have you been a doctor, pediatrician?
Well, I qualified at the end of 2015 already as a pediatrician, and so I've been working. It's almost 5 years now. At the end of this year, it will be 5 years. But currently, I actually decided to further my studies. So I'm actually what they call doing a subspecialty in what they call developmental pediatrics. So many people don't know what that is, but I think my passion for the field that I'm in now, it's partly because of my parents that are also in the teaching thing. So I'm working with kids with learning problems, with ADHD, other behavioral problems. One of my big passions is autism. So that is the field that I'm currently busy subspecializing in. And if all goes well, then by the middle of next year, I will be if I pass my exams. Though,
you are saying when I
pass my exams, I'll then be a developmental pediatrician.
That's so powerful. I actually would like to close the statement with saying that I feel like especially autism is one case that is not dealt with effectively. People aren't aware of it, what it actually is. So thank you and kudos to you. Doctor, this is one of my ultimate favorite questions. I love asking women that come to the show this question. Specifically in your field of work, being a doctor, being a pediatrician, do you think that female doctors are being treated equal to their male counterparts?
It's a tricky question to answer. I do think that we have come a very long way from where it was maybe 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. If you looked at the equality between male and female doctors, I do think that in recent years our stronger female personalities and leaders have been able to come through. Even in our department in pediatrics, currently at the university, for the first time, we actually have a female that is currently being appointed as the head of the department. So I do think that females are starting to come out, although it is definitely much tougher for women to be able to do that, because there is still your historic males that are around. But I do think females are starting to climb up and to prove themselves.
So, Doctor, as you know, the President Cyril Ramaphosa, addressed us on the 12th of July. And in his speech, he actually said that there is about 12,000 shortage of medical workers, this being nurses as well as doctors. What exactly is your opinion on this?
I think that the President is accurate in his statement. We're already feeling the effects here in the Free State that we don't have enough staff to look after patients. And what is not being taken into account is that doctors and nurses are also starting to become infected. And when they're infected, they have to be off for an entire 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, the work doesn't stop.
Exactly.
So we do need more nurses and doctors in order to fight this battle.
It has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much, Doctor. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing story of Dr. Shereez Simmons. Please remember that we are still in lockdown level 3, so make sure to adhere to all of COVID-19's rules and regulations. This includes sanitizing your hands on a regular basis. Make sure to wear your mask at all time. I can guarantee you mine is definitely on set with me. And also make sure to adhere to social distancing. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve you.